Hello everyone, I hope all of you in a good health. Today I want to explain three types of financial functions and hyperlink in Excel and how to move or copy the sheet in Excel. PMT function. PMT function, it is the abbreviation of payment monthly amount. This function is used to calculate the payment monthly amount on a loan. For example, if you want to decide to take a loan from the bank, for example, $10,000 amount, and you want to return back this amount after 5 years, how much amount you must pay every month to the bank. So this function is used to calculate this amount. This function contains 5 arguments: rate, MPR, PV, FV, and type. FV, it's a future value. Type and type, it is either 0 or 1. These 2 arguments are optional. The other arguments, it mean rate and interest rate. MPR, the number of payments month during specific time period. PV, it is the present value of a loan. Now, the second function, it is FV, the future value. Future value is return the future value of investment. Based on what? Based on a periodic payment or a constant payment. The general form of future value is like this. We have 2 types of forms here. Future value, open parentheses, rate, comma, MPR, comma, PMT, comma, between 2 brackets, present value. So in this type of a future value, we using a periodic payment, PMT. We use periodic payment and type here either 0 or 1, depend on the time of paying the payment. Another type, future value, open parentheses, rate, comma, MPR, comma, PMT. I put here PMT between 2 brackets. It means optional. So in this function we have a present value. It means a constant value, and the type here is optional. Another function, it is a present value. A present value is used to find the present value or a current value of investment during a specific time period. This investment will be either a mortgage or a loan. The investment during that time period could be paid either periodic or either constant. The syntax of this function is look like this: equal sign, present value, open bracket, rate, MPR, PMT, and between 2 brackets future value, and type between 2 brackets. The argument we explained before: rate, it is interest rate, the total number of payment periodic, PMT, the payment made each period, future value here we assume to be 0. Type, it's optional. When payment at the end of period, the type will be 0. When the payment at the beginning of the beginning of the period, the type will be 0. So take either 0 or 1. If it's at the beginning, it will be 1. It is at the end of payment, it will be 0. Now, let's take an example for each functions. This is our main menu. Now, I have here PMT, future value and present value. Click here to go to the example of PMT. Now, the example is we've decided to take out a loan of £10,000 from a banker. Someone want or decide to take a loan from the bank. The value of the bank is 10,000 pound. We are going to be paying back over 5 years. This amount will be paying back to the bank after 5 years. The interest rate of the bank is 3%. The question is, how much per month is this going to cost us? It means how much this person it must be paid every month to the bank. So we need to use PMT function. PMT function is used to calculate how much it must be paid to the bank every month. Now, this is our argument. NPR here is equal 60. Why? Because we have here 5 years and we must calculate every month, so we multiply the number of years by 12, and the rate it is here 3%, and the amount here is $10,000. Sorry, here I write pounds, but I use here dollar. Now I write here how to use the function. Click on FX and write here now here it's PMT appear here, but if it is not, you can write here PMT in order to search on this function PMT and OK, and the rate is equal here. Write the cell, click on the cell, NPR, click the cell, the present value here, present value here, future value and type equals 0. Okay. Look here, the value here, it's look in red color. Why? Because it means negative value. Why it is negative value? Because you must pay this value. This amount is come from your packet, so the value here will be negative. And you must pay every month $300.61. Now return back to our main menu and take another example of future value. I have two examples here for using future value. The first example, you invested $50,000 in CD that mature after 3 years and 4% interest. How much will the CD grow? It means how much the CD grow after 3 years. It means I want the future value of this amount. How much this amount will be after 3 years. Now I put the argument here. The present value here, it is our amount, $50,000. NPR, the number of year here, 3 years, and the rate is 4%. I put it here. PMT, it's 0. Now I want to calculate future value. Click here. I'll go to the function and I want future value. This is future value, and then OK. Now this is function arguments of a future value. Rate is equal 4%. NPR, the number of years, equal 3 years. And PMT, we don't have a payment monthly amount. Present value of investment here is $50,000. So this value, it must be in minus. Why? Because this value comes from your packet, so we must put here minus sign. Sorry, we must put here minus sign. Okay, minus this amount after 3 years will be $56,243. Now let's take another example. You want to put $5,000 in a bank in 5 years. I mean, I want to put $1,000 payment in each year. It means what? You have a periodic payments in 5 years. For each year, you must put $1,000 with 10% back interest rate. How much will you have after 5 years? So this will mean by I want to use the future value in order to know how much our amount will be grow after 5 years. So this is our argument. I put here MPR, it is the number of years, rate, it is here 10%. PMT, here PMT, it means $1,000 a year. $1,000 a year in 5 years. So I want to calculate future value. Click here, future value, okay. And the arguments of the function arguments of a future value will be appear. Now the rate is 10%. MPR, how many years? It's 5 years. PMT, you must pay every month $1,000. So PMT here, it must be in minus. Why? Because you paid from your packet. So minus, we don't have a present value, and this is depend on you. If the payment will be at the beginning of the periodic, you write here 1. You write here 1. Or if you pay, the payment is after, at the end of the payment, at the end of the period, you must write 0. So I write here 1. This amount will be after 5 years. Now you can see here $6,750, and you have the old amount is $5,000, and this is the new amount. And then we return to the main menu. Now I want to explain an example of present value. Starting here with interest rate of 3%, what is the current value? It means what? What is the present value of $2,000 if you will receive it after 10 years? What is the current value of this amount after 10 years? What should you must be paid? This is our argument here. MPR, it is the number of year here, 10 years. Rate, this is 3% rate. PMT, we don't have periodic payment, and also type here will be 0. The future value, this is our goal, $20,000. $20,000. This is our goal. I want to know the present value in order to reach this goal. So the present value here, I go to the function and click on present value. Okay. And here's the argument of present value. Now rate, it is 3%. MPR, 10 years. PMT, 0. The future value, our goal here is 20,000, and Okay, you can see here this payment, this amount is $40,000 and $881. So this is the present value in order to reach this goal. Another example, what is the present value of payments of $100 made at the end of every quarter for 10 years? Every quarter, it means not every month, it means every quarter. Each year contains how many quarter? Contains 4 quarter. So 4 quarter in 10 years, how it will be 10 years multiplied by 4, it's the number of period is 40 period. So at the 7% earn on your money. Now here we have a periodic payment. A periodic payment here in every quarter of each year. So MPR here will be 40. Why? Because as I said before, each year contains 4 quarters, and we have here 10 years. So MPR, it will be 10 times 4, so it will be 40. Now, our percentage is 7% in a year. So we must find the rate at each quarter. Why? Because we calculate the period here in every quarter, so we need to calculate the rate also every quarter. So we divided 7% over 4, and it will be this result. PMT, it is $100 every quarter. Type here either 0 or 1. If you are pay at the beginning, the type will be 0. If you pay at the end of the period, the type will be 0. Future value here, it's 0. Now I want to calculate present value. Click on FX and select present value. OK. And the function arguments of a present value appear in this menu. Rate, this is the rate. MPR equal 40. PMT is equal 100. You must pay 100, and we must $100 every quarter. Future value is 0 and type is 0. So the output here, here we must put minus, because we must pay every quarter, so it must be minus. And then this is our present value, and we can return to the main menu. Now we finish how to explain the financial functions, and if someone asks in the lecture, we can explain more. Now I want to explain to you how to create a link in Excel. So first of all, I make a link as I did. Now insert, go to insert shape. For example, I take this shape. Now I want to make this link, this shape as a link. Right click, hyperlink. So you can see this menu. Insert hyperlink. Link to what? Link to the existing file or web page, or to place in this document. In my file here, I put all these links in the same document, in the same place, because I link in the same file. Or to create a new document or to the email address. Now let's, for example, to the same document, like I did, place in this document. This is our document. This is the sheet here, main sheet, PMT, future value, PMT. You can see here, main, this is our main menu, PMT, and this is the another sheet, and future value and present value. Or if you want to add a new sheet, you can click here and you add a new sheet. Now I want, for example, to go from this shape to, for example, to the present value, to the sheet present value. Click here, present value. Okay. Now, the mouse, when move to this shape, it will be changed to the hands. It means there is a link to the same sheet, to the present value. When I click here, I'll go to the present value. If I want to return to main menu, I can here also the same way, insert a shape, any shape you want, for example this shape. I write here main menu. Okay, and right click, I want a hyperlink to what? To the same document, and to which sheet I want? To the main sheet, and click OK. So here you can see the hand. It means there is a link in this shape, and then when click, I will return back to the main menu. So I can move at the same sheet from sheet to sheet by a click here and click here. If you want to remove the hyperlink, also you can click, right click, and remove hyperlink. And then there is no hyperlink here, and if you want to delete. If you want to a hyperlink to a new sheet, to a new file, you can, for example, insert a shape, right here to the new. I want to link this file to a new file. I write here to a new file. Okay, right click, hyperlink. I want to create a new document. Here we ask here you must write the name of a new document. For example, new 111, and then OK. Now you can see I'll go to the new documents, which I name it a new 3 ones. Now I want to link this document to my document, to the old document. Also I can insert shape. It is better to use shape. Return back to the main. Right click, hyperlink. I want hyperlink to the what? To the e-lectures. Okay. Which document? And which file? Financial functions. Okay. Now, so I return back to my file. Oh, sorry, I return back to the financial functions, the same, to the financial functions. Okay. So I remove hyperlink. Oh. Now I want to remove the hyperlink. Right click, remove hyperlink, and delete. And I want to return back to my old file, not financial file. Right click, hyperlink. It is called EX auto-saved, this file. This is my file. So I return back to my old file. And then here I want to delete this function. Now, this is about how to create a hyperlink in Excel. Now I want you to know how to move and copy a sheet in Excel. You can here add a new sheet. For example, you have in main sheet or in sheet 1, move or copy. Let's take present, right, move or copy. Move or right click on the sheet, and menu appear. You can see here insert, you can delete this sheet, change the name of the sheet, move or copy, a new code, protect sheet, hide the sheet. So I want to move or copy a sheet. Move or copy. Move selected sheet to what? You want to move it to what? To the same sheet, or you want to move it to another sheet, or to the new book? Any sheet you want, and then create a copy if you want to create a copy, or you want to move it only, and then you can select OK. Let's start with this sheet. Right click, copy or move. I want to move the selected sheet to book, to where? To another place, a new book. Or before, create a copy, and OK. And this sheet will be go to the new book. This is old sheet. Don't save. Let's try another sheet. Right click. You can see this sheet. Copy or move this sheet to the what? To the new book. To the new book. Create a copy. I want a copy. Okay. So I have another file, book 2, and this file contains this sheet. So I have two files here, file called book 2, and the other file is EXA autosave file. So I copy this sheet to this file. And thank you for your listening.